Hey, welcome to Coach Misty's Kitchen. Hey, I just want to say congratulations. Congratulations. If you are watching this video, that likely means that you have decided to say yes to transformation. You have decided to take on the challenge and change your life, transform your life. And so I welcome you and I say, way to go. Yes is the best place to start, right? And so if you're watching this video, most likely you've already received your kit or your OPTAVIA box, okay? And in that box, giant box is gonna come and you're gonna receive a couple different products. You're gonna have 22 boxes of fuelings, okay? And each box is gonna contain 7 fuelings, okay? And that is just enough to give you 30 days worth of fuelings. Okay? That's 5 fuelings a day, and then you'll have 1 lean and green, which we'll talk about more. You'll also have a blender bottle. You'll have a life book, and you'll have a Habits of Health book if you order that. And you'll have a OPTAVIA guidebook, okay? And then you'll have a kickoff start page, okay? Your OPTAVIA guidebook is gonna be your OPTAVIA Bible. It's really gonna be what you're gonna lean into and really wanna focus on over the next week. I'm gonna ask that if you have your life book and your Habits of Health book, these are exciting and can be very intimidating. Just set them aside, okay, for the first day or two. Let's really focus on leaning into this book, reading and the materials in here to help you get started, okay? So in the OPTAVIA guide, you're actually going to want to start at the very beginning and just read through all the steps of our process. There's amazing information that you really do need to know. I wouldn't skim through and not read any part of it, okay? And on page, I believe it is 17, it'll talk to you about your lean and green, okay? And your coach may have already discussed a little bit about this, but the lean and green is the meal that you will prepare at home or you will dine out with. It contains 1 lean and 3 greens and an optional snack and a healthy fat, okay? You will also have condiments. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about that in just a moment. So once you open this up, it's going to tell you all the parameters of your lean and green meal. This is very important. This is a very important key to your success. Reading this and having this available when you prepare your meals. If you are dining out or you're someone who does not create meals at home, which is very okay, lots of people do that, we do have a dine out guide and it has parameters there for you to help you make good choices when you're out at a restaurant, okay? So you'll have a lean to pick from, you'll have your greens, which are your vegetables. They're moderate, medium, and low carbohydrate vegetables. And then on the next page, it'll talk to you about your healthy fats, and then it'll also talk to you about your optional snacks if you need, okay? If you are a client of mine or one of my coach's clients, I encourage that you actually get a book and put it next to your stove. I created a little folder, and in my folder it has my lean and green parameters, which I do email to you when you start program, okay? In there, you're also gonna have, in that email, you'll also have a vegetable conversion chart. Okay, this is very important because the OPTAVIA guide tells you about weighing your vegetables, which you can do that. Measuring your vegetables, which you can do that, but for better success, I do encourage you to purchase a food scale. You have already been told about this. This food scale is how you will weigh your meals post cooking, okay? The measurements on this chart will say cooked or fresh or whatever you're doing. You'll be able to find the guide here, and it has it in grams and ounces, and it really helps you narrow in and make sure that you receive the nutrients that you need each and every day. Okay, once you get past that, I also add in a condiments list. The condiment list lists all the condiments that are available to you and that are options for you while you're on program. That's very important, okay? It tells you how much they measure at. We also have a healthy fats list, okay? And that tells you what all kind of healthy fats: avocado oil, coconut oil, all the different things that you can add in. So those things would be in your welcome letter, and I really encourage you to print them out and create a notebook to put next to your stove. It just makes life really easy. When you go sit down to make your meal, you'll grab your food scale, you'll grab your notebook, you'll have everything that you need, okay? So those are great things to go ahead and have. So let's say you are ready to start. You've opened up your box, you stored everything where you would have it to be stored. You've got your notebook created, you've got your scale, and you're getting ready to start the very next day, okay? I would go into my cabinet and I would grab whatever fuelings I'm most excited about trying. Whatever you think is gonna be great for you, okay? And I would grab 5 of them, okay? And put them together and have them ready for your next morning. Lay them out before you ever go to bed. Not having a plan is a plan to fail. So we want for you to be successful, and the best way to do that is to lay your feelings out the night before. When Fred and I started program, we actually numbered them. And actually Fred does that sometimes too. If he's gonna be traveling or really busy and he knows he's gonna have an opportunity where he might miss one or might have one a little late, it's a good idea to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on them so you know how to have them in order and you won't miss a fueling, okay? I also encourage you to go ahead and have your water prepared. You should drink 64 ounces to a gallon of water depending on what your weight is, and so going ahead and having a plan for that is very important. When you eat a fueling, have something to drink, okay? If it's 8 ounces, that's fine, but just try to get some water in while you're having your fueling, okay? Once you've eaten your first fueling, you'll want to set your timer, and that will tell you to eat again in 2.5 hours, okay? Let's talk about timers. I use the Eat Wise timer, and I use the Dr. Anderson's Habits of Health timer. Right now, the Habits of Health timer is my favorite because it does remind me every 3 hours, but it also has a stop, challenge, choose button. So if I'm getting in a situation where I'm wanting to eat something that I know does not serve my body well and does not fuel me, I can stop, challenge, choose, hit that button and make a note about what's going on. And it just helps retrain the thinking in my mind and helps me create healthy habits and stay on program. So Eat Wise or Dr. Anderson's Habits of Health. Okay, those are great tools for you as well. So you've got your fuelings laid out, you've got your water prepared, you know what you're gonna make for your lean and green. I just have a couple other tips that are just kind of fun. So a few things that Fred and I absolutely without fail have incorporated in part of our life. Propel. Okay, that's our electrolytes. That's going to make sure that we have enough electrolytes in our water, in our diet, because we are drinking so much water. It's just running through us. We need to stay hydrated, and this helps do that beyond the water. If you just add 1 Propel a day or 1 Powerade Zero or Gatorade Zero, that will help with electrolytes, keeps your muscles from cramping, okay, keeps you from getting dizzy or lightheaded because you've had so much water. You're taking the good stuff through your system as well as the bad stuff is flushing out, okay? If you decide that you want an optional snack, you can definitely do that. Let's say you've got another hour until it's time for you to eat your next fueling and you just don't want to eat it earlier. You want to stay on track, but you're just a little bit hungry. Sugar-free Jell-O, you have a pack of that. You can have a couple pickle spears. Pickles, I don't know what's going on in our society, are kind of hit and miss. We do the Clausens, and so if you just eat a couple of pickle spears or have a little bit of pickle juice, that helps with the electrolytes, and it also will help with just taking your mind off of eating and getting you to the next place. A couple condiments that we've added into our life that we just love is the Walden Farms coffee creamer. You can a lot of times get it at Super Ones or Brookshire's or online. If you really just want creamer in your coffee and you're not a fan of using the shakes, or you just want a coffee, these have 0 carbs, 0 sugars, and 0 fats. And so the Walden Farm products are something that we've definitely started to use in our life. Fred absolutely loves the ranch dressing, so those are things that you can add in that have that are part of your condiments that have no fat, calories, or carbs. Okay. I love the G. Hughes products. We use them quite a bit. This is the sugar-free ketchup. I love them with my potato cakes or with my waffled potatoes. And just if I'm eating chicken or something and need to moisten it a little bit, you know how chicken is sometimes. So another thing that we absolutely has become a huge thing in our house is the Magic Bullet. Okay, we love this guy. I will take a vanilla, peanut butter, strawberry, chocolate, whatever I feel, shake, and I will add a little bit of ice to it. I will either add coffee or water, depending on what I'm making. I'll make a frappe with coffee, and I will not use water. I'll just use the coffee in place of the water and blend in my shake, okay? And it is amazing. Definitely an energy pick-me-up. I also use the Nescafe instant coffee as well, and I'll use the water. So like if I'm on the go and life is busy, I can use a small Nescafe packet. I'll put it with my shake. I'll put it in my blender bottle with a little bit of water and a little bit of ice and just blend, 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 shake, 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 shake. And my ball's in there normally. And that's an awesome little pick-me-up and treat for the afternoon. So we also love our dashes. So we have the dash griddle and the dash waffle maker, and we use these for cookies, for pancakes, for all kinds of potatoes. I mean, you can do lots of things with the dash, and you'll figure that as you're on program. I do prefer to use the coconut avocado mixture for my dash because it does not stick. It does not burn. Avocado oil has a high heat point, whereas coconut oil and olive oil, they tend to stick sometimes. But when I found the coconut avocado oil, I never have any problems with that. I do also use the skinny syrups. Sometimes I'll add that to my shake in the morning. I'll just use 1 capful or half a teaspoon, whichever's for me for the day. It just kind of depends on what I'm making, but I love those as well. So, all right, that was a lot of information, and I'm very excited for you to start your first day. What I want for you to do is I would like for you to weigh. I would like for you to measure. I would like for you to take a before and after picture, okay? Your coach should send you some measuring parameters, and your before and after picture, you just want to make sure you're staying in neutral clothing, something that you'll feel comfortable in sharing eventually. You don't have to do that, but you'll want to when you start to lose the weight. And you want to make sure it's a neutral area that won't be distracting, like you'll be able to tell, because I'm telling you, by the time you finish up with week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4, you're going to see a significant change in your body composition. Okay, so you'll want to weigh, you'll want to measure, you'll take your before and after picture, you'll lay out your 5 feelings and get your water prepared. You'll have in your mind what you're going to have for your lean and green, and you should be ready to start your first day with OPTAVIA. Okay, I want for you to know that you can always reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram. I'm on TikTok now, YouTube videos, and I also am on Messenger. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or you need anything at all. If you would like to talk about program, I would love to share with you about my journey and how it has gone for me from my weight loss to my transition to maintenance. And so I would love to share about that with you. So thank you for taking the time to listen. Welcome to OPTAVIA. Welcome to lasting transformation. You will learn lots about yourself on this journey. Embrace it, push through it, and you will have success. Have a blessed and wonderful day.